I don't know exactly when it started. I mean, as a kid, I hated the news, but yeah, all kids do. Um, I don't know when that hatred turned into a phobia as such. Uh, it must have happened gradually, I guess, but I just know for the past 10 years or so, I couldn't even touch a newspaper.
This is Mary Beth Cooper. She looks like a normal girl, a student like many at the University of Winchester. But her life is a continuous fight against herself and her most deep fear, the news.
I know I'm being completely irrational right now, but I honestly can't help it. I'm absolutely terrified of hearing or reading anything to do with the news.
So you don't have any clue about what's happened in the world in the past 10 years?
Well, I know some things, but only what's been mentioned to me in vague passing, you know? I don't like it when people go into too much detail because it reminds me of watching the news. But I'd like to live my life simply, you know? I only focus on what's affecting me directly. So why should I worry about anything else?
I see. And what are you doing in your life at the moment?
Oh, I'm studying for a degree in journalism.
She studies journalism. Can you believe that? She's never watched the news in her life, yet she wants to become a journalist. Do I even have to comment on this?
Becoming a journalist has always been a dream of mine, really. I mean, I know it's not an easy job, but it's definitely one that I think I'm up to the challenge, and I think I could be a pretty good journalist.
For her course, Mary Beth has been given numerous news reports to film.
Hi everyone, welcome to Mary Beth Live News. Today,
Although she's never been to a lecture, she's never missed a deadline for handing in her assignments.
Great, it's a lovely day in Winchester. That was bright.
Not gonna deny it, didn't get brilliant grades this first semester, but you know, that's understandable. It's a whole new experience, isn't it? Living in a different city, different friends, and you know, we're all out partying and having fun.
She doesn't even go out much. It's not surprising. She's never been to a lecture, so she's never met anyone on her course. I think I might be the only person in Winchester that she knows.
I don't like pubs. So I draw the line at pubs because they sometimes show the news as some form of entertainment, and I absolutely hate that. I draw the line because it's completely disrespectful and completely just plain rude towards people like me. How can they not have any consideration?
It is a very unique case, I must admit. I have seen some weird things in my career, but never quite like this. However, as much as a fear can be rational, there is no such thing as an inexplicable phobia. Mary Beth must have had some kind of childhood trauma, probably related to her father.
Hi everyone, welcome to Mary Beth Live News. Today we are. Oh shit.
Maybe I could do a little better to improve myself. I mean, we can always try a bit harder, you know, put a bit more effort in. Yeah, I've really got to do better than this.
After Mary Beth admitted her problem might get in the way of her degree, we felt like we should have done something to help her. We got in contact with Lee King, a professional life coach of local fame and affordable prices.
Hey, Hey, it's the film people. Yeah. Come on in. Make yourselves at home. I've been a life coach for many, many years, man. I could say that I've been a life coach practically all my life. You know who my first patient was? Me. I'm not gonna lie. I was one of the toughest.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's the first time that someone's actually taken my problem seriously and tried to help. So most of the time, people just don't believe me.
Afraid of what?
The news?
The new... That makes no sense.
Hi. Good morning. Just go straight on.
Cool.
Mary Beth.
Hi, I'm Lee King, and in today's news, the government has decided to change its policy.
Let's stop that one. Let's stop that one right there. Draw a line. You planning to stay long?
Yeah, Mary Beth's problem shouldn't be taken lightly, man. I think the best thing to do is for her to get used to the news, you know? I think it should be the first thing she sees in the morning and the last thing she sees at night. You know, so she has to get used to the news, has to be overwhelmed by the news, you know, because eventually she has to become the news.
And that's why you've decided to stay?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think I should be here 24/7, you know, in case she goes off on one and ruins all my efforts, you know. And also, I think my bed's infested with fleas.
Well, I didn't know that he was going to stay, but if this helps Mary get a normal life, then I'm up for it.
How long did you say you're staying?
He said until the treatment's over.
Initially, Mary Beth didn't seem very convinced about her life coach. His approach was undeniably quite unique. But she decided to give it a try anyway.
Did you put something under my nose?
Nope.
Right, is that... Oh, no. No. Put that away. That needs to go away.
Okay.
Right now, that needs to go away.
Okay, that's fine.
No. About that one.
Wait, that's fine.
That needs to go in the bin. I do not feel safe knowing that the newspaper is in that back.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt you. Come on. How was it? Have you smelt a newspaper before? Could you smell the news?
Training has been tough for Mary Beth since her life coach moved in with her, but she is making progress.
We're going to have to go through all 5 senses. Senses are really important, man. I think once she's gotten used to how the news tastes, what it feels like, we can then go on to sight and sound.
I can actually hold a newspaper now. I'm putting that down. That's making me feel a bit lightheaded. I can't read it yet, but at least as I can pretend to read it if I go on a train or something. I mean, not that I go on trains because there's too many newspapers left lying around and it's a little bit dangerous. But I guess this is a step in the right direction.
She's doing great, yeah. I have to admit it, I'm having fun. But I am helping her. She was given an assignment the other day. She has to film a news report on her own. And I promise you, she's going to do it. You look great. And go.
Hi everyone, welcome to Winchester Live News. There's how are you? Start with that one. Yeah, it's
Mary Beth, talk about the news.
right. The news.
Did you read the news story you were given?
No.
Cut. We'll get there. We'll get there.
I actually watched the entire weather forecast today, the whole thing from beginning to end. I genuinely can't believe I made it. I did the whole thing. I can even tell you it's going to be 2 degrees in the morning and 8 degrees in the afternoon with a high chance of precipitation. I think.
So, what do you think is motivating you to do so well?
Well, I guess it's Lee in a way. To be honest, I just want him to leave as soon as possible.
Are you ready? Have you read the story this time?
Yes, I have.
Great. What was it about?
Hedge trimming and regulation.
Okay, great. Now present it to me.
Okay. Hi everyone, welcome to Winchester News. This is Mary Beth, and today there's new regulations of. I can't do it.
Yes, you can. Keep going.
There's new regulations of hedge trimming, and there's in. I can't do it.
What? No, cut.
I'm really sorry. I completely panicked, and I didn't know what to do. I'm really sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. Shall I come back later?
It's fine. Come in. I feel like I'm wasting your time. I feel like I could never become the news.
Mary Beth, can I tell you something? You don't have to become the news. I'll tell you why. Because the news is already inside you. That makes you the news.
Excuse me?
Well, your story, Mary Beth, the one you've just told the world, it could very well be on tomorrow's news. That makes you newsworthy.
Oh.
And therefore, you are the news.
I've never thought of it like that. That maybe that's what I need, a new perspective. Maybe you're right. Maybe I am the news.
Yeah. You are the news.
I am the news.
You are the news.
I am the news.
You are the news.
I am the news.
You are the news.
I am the
Yeah,
news.
you are
I
the
am the
news.
news. Sorry.
The next day was the big day. Mary Beth finally felt like she could do it.
This year saw the introduction of new rules for hedge cutting under cross compliance. Citizens would not be allowed to cut or trim their hedgerow between the 1st of March and the 31st of August unless they've applied for a derogation from the RPA and received written permission. However, exceptions are not only made for hedgerows obstructing public passages or for dead, diseased or damaged hedgerows. We have been working with DEFRA and the RPA to clarify the process, and we are pleased that they have listened to our arguments to keep the process of application for a derogation as straightforward and as pragmatic as possible.
Cut. Okay.
Is that okay?
That was great. I'm so proud of you. As good as that was, I think there's still a few things we need to work on.
I think that will be fine.
Well, are you sure? Because I still think we can do
no.
better.
No, that one was the one.
You
Absolutely.
sure?
Yeah, definitely. So, totally on it. It's been a long journey, but it's totally been worth it.
It was only 2 weeks.
What? 2 weeks? You're kidding? You're kidding? It felt like he's been here for blimmin' years.
Only 2 weeks.
It's a shame he's leaving. He was a bit odd, but I was starting to feel like we had a third housemate. Don't get me wrong, I'm very happy for Mary. We'll finally be able to watch TV together like normal people, and I won't have to make those bloody schedules every week. But that coach, I was actually starting to like him a little bit.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Well, see you later. Bye. Man, that was a fun adventure. I'm sad it's all over. Well, at least the flea should be dead by now. No, still here.